Hey everyone, hi and welcome to episode 5, the season finale of LifeHacks with your boy, 8 Cent Cookie. And today we're gonna talk about why do we need external motivation? Only hit the road when you're missing home, only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Okay, this is Let Her Go by Passenger. Sometimes it is just the absence of something that is missed the most. One does not even realize it would be missed until it goes away from you. The mist can range from anything to everything, tangible to non tangible, humanity to materialism, nihilism to love, depression to happiness. Everything you miss is a factor of what you think, and it merely reflects on your thought processes and values. The mind is a dominant player, and we do need to fool it time and then again. When we start something new or we try to move towards a change, it always takes some time and efforts to overcome the phase of denial and self doubt. And most of us, in most of the changes, give up at a very early stage, and hence, all of us are not successful in our own eyes. Kind of. Ever. It only takes persistence and mental peace to move forward, and one of them is really easy to achieve. This is only if you can cross your heart and tell yourself that you are doing a good thing. I'm reminded of a quote: leaving cigarettes is the easiest thing to do. I've done it a million times myself. Once we move ahead of the phase, the real learning starts, and gradually we realize we are not as bad as we thought we were. That feeling is the moment when you have successfully overcome or fooled your mind. Earlier, the terms and thoughts like you cannot do this or this is not meant for you were being dictated by your mind, and every giving up thought was so tempting and irresistible that you almost gave up to it. But since we are above that line as far as our real inner motivators take us, ending up with unsatisfactory job, businesses, or life is almost a well accepted truth for many. But please tell me this: are we here to live an unsatisfactory life just because we are bound by some things? Doesn't it define mental slavery to its core? Why do we bow to it? Think about it. Everyone has a reason, but those reasons are not achieving what you did. Do not tell anyone any reason, tell them to yourself and solve them. Work on them to reach to the solution. Use all the resources that you can. Do not be scared of judgmental people, they are useless. And give a shout out to close people. Ideally, only and only when all of this is exhausted and we do not find peace anywhere, we could move to external motivation. Realistically, since external motivation is easier to find and is readily available on our phones at any time of the day, we give it much more importance than what we should. Also, it might be a good idea to keep switching between internal and external motivators because, again, we have to fool our mind and it is not an easy task to do it. You might forget some of the things, but the mind remembers your deepest secrets and dearest times. It just chooses to let you store all of it as depicted in the Pixar movie Inside Out and sends you information according to its will. In parts and bits, I have talked about motivation and how to get it. If you are still externally looking for anything, it might be a good time to have a conversation with yourself. I know by these lines I might end up cannibalizing my own audience, but who cares? At the end of the day, you have to be with yourself and wake up with yourself. And if you satisfyingly do that, I'll be a happier human being. Towards the end, mantra number 12 is giving up is the. This is one of the lines that I have used forever. Giving up is the easiest thing to do. Anyone can give up on anything, anywhere, literally. So, how about we do the difficult thing as a human and only give up with our last breath? And maybe not even then. Hey guys, this was our first pilot project of um, LifeHacks, and if you like it, do let us know, because we're only gonna come up with a second season or something similar to this if we get some good responses. This was your boy, 8 Cent Cookie. If you wanna talk to us, talk to me or anything, just we are just one session away.